Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're going to be talking about a couple of things, but first, before we start, I just wanted to say thank you so much for subscribing. I just saw it out of shock actually the other day when I was uploading this recent vid of we hit 300 subs, and that's pretty cool. That means we surpassed my old channel. Um, yeah, so I was thinking about like what am I gonna do if I actually hit 500? And I was thinking maybe we can do something like a Switch game giveaway or something like that. So if you want to see that, tell your friends, tell them subscribe and all that fun stuff. But more so, I have to do that on Twitter because YouTube's all screwed up. So be sure you're following me on Twitter, and I think a lot of you are because that's what it seems like a lot of you guys come from is Twitter. So, anyways, thank you very much. A couple of things been going on today. We're going to be talking about a couple of things, and also this video is kind of a prototype in a weird way. I'm getting ready to go to PAX, and I want to do a lot of vlogging. And the last vlog I tried got really screwed up in the audio and stuff. And the good thing is I learned a lot. It seems like it's going to take a little while to fix it or do something with that. Unfortunately, every time I try to go in, I hear like clicking and stuff on the mic. So this is to see how editing and uploading a video on YouTube straight from my phone would be. I'd be using like Adobe Premiere Rush on my phone. It's a S10 Snapdragon 855, and we're just gonna see how it rolls out. What I can do in Adobe Rush, what I can't do, and stuff like that. If you guys know of any better editing software or anything like that, please let me know. I do have some other programs like Filmic Pro and stuff I've been messing around with. I want these videos of PAX coming up to be the best that I can do. It's kind of, in some weird ways, unfortunate that I switched to phone right before going because it takes me a while to learn the ins and outs of new tech. So yeah, there's that. I also picked up some new amiibos. I'm sure if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw them, but I finally got Ryu. I've been wanting Ryu for a while. There you go. Focus. Maybe if I get out of the way, it'll focus. There we go. I don't know if I showed you guys I got Samus. I'm just having fun with amiibos, honestly. I think some of them are really cool, and I got actually a 3-pack. So came with the boy and the girl and a Squiddy, because you guys know I love Splatoon. I love Splatoon so much now it's pretty much replaced my love for Rocket League in some ways. But there you go. There's the Splatoon amiibo. It really wants to focus on my face. Here, can I just do this? No. That face. Anyways, it's being stupid. But, yeah, I think they're really cool. I'm not, like, going out to try to, like, collect all of them. I have a few, but just characters I like and stuff. So I wanted to talk about morality in gaming. And I don't know how to bring this up. I guess the best way is, let's start with Borderlands 3 coming out. When it was announced, I was a little bit excited. And then one of the things that made me think I might actually get a console and play it, and not particularly the Switch because it's not coming out on the Switch, but something like a PS4, like a base PS4 and Xbox, is it's coming to the Epic Store, and I don't necessarily support some of the stuff that Epic's doing. In my mind, you know how we hate pay to win in video games, and we don't like people throwing money to get better at a video game than actually having skill. To me, that's my problem with Epic right now, is they're doing pay to win, but in real life, they're throwing a lot of money at developers to get games on their store exclusive for whether it's a time or for permanent or whatnot, or buying developers like Rocket League. I don't like what they're doing with Rocket League, where A, they're dropping Linux support after those guys put a lot of time into it, and B, I don't like how it sounds like they're just gonna start, like, at a certain point, like the Steam buyers, they'll still have the game, they'll still have like a lot of stuff, but they won't be able to buy new stuff, from what I understand. I don't know how that's going to work, but it almost sounds like they want to drop support for Steam completely. And if that ends up being the case, I'm not down with that. And some of the things that Tim Sweeney and his crazy butt has said in the past couple of months, yeah, I'm just not down with that company, and so I tend not to put my money there. I tend to put it in I tend to put it in corporations and causes and stuff like that that I believe in. So, for instance, like Humble Bundle, I like that they give some of it to charity, so I'll buy games off of them. Good Old Games, I like that they're DRM free, so I give some of my money to them. Steam, I just like Steam. One of the things I like about Steam is that a lot of people with the digital future are worried about stuff going away that you bought before. And that has happened on Steam where it's not available on the storefront, but if you've already bought it, you have it, you can re-download it. Where on some of the other digital services, once it goes away, if you don't have it downloaded, you can't re-download it. So that's one good thing I'll give them, and some of the features too, and some of the support that they've been throwing towards Linux and projects like Proton and all that. And the whole approach of Epic going, developers getting more money this way, so you should care, but not caring about the end result of the consumer is anti-consumer. I don't know how to describe it any other way. So then you have stuff like EA, and Angry Joe did this great video on Madden 20 and talking, and I'm not a Madden player, but I've known this has been going on for a while, where they've been doing the smallest amount of actual innovation and update to the game. But when it comes to figuring out ways to draw out more money out of your pocket after you bought the initial price of the game, and this is just not Madden, this is a lot of EA's games lately. I'm not down with that. I'm not down with video games being a money machine. I want them to be a good, fun experience and one of my problems with introducing things like that, I don't see how it adds to the gameplay. Like, I don't see a lot of content being made, extra content being made that wouldn't be otherwise by adding a lot of stuff in. And then on top of that, it seems like because you have these mechanics in, whether it's a Call of Duty or a Madden or something like that, you have a situation where you're messing with the pacing of the game to draw it out longer, to make it almost aggravating in a way, so you'll put that money down to get past the next part or whatever. I have huge issues with that, and that's why I don't support a lot of EA games. That's why I don't support a lot of the stuff coming out of Activision lately. And I certainly don't support like Fallout 76, because they literally do have a pay to win right now, as far as I understand with the way that the med kits work. I don't know if that got changed or not, so forgive me if I'm not up to date. But then you have the situation with 2K and Borderlands. And you have a situation where 2K, so there's this YouTuber, Supmoto, okay? And he figured out that 2K was getting ready for the launch for Borderlands 3. They were testing stuff on Twitch, and he found their test account, and apparently he got pictures of the game and snapshots and stuff of it that way. He wasn't doing anything that somebody that was savvy, that kept their ear to the ground, I don't know, we call them reporters. He wasn't doing anything that those people wouldn't do. And they sent private investigators to his house claiming that what he was doing was dangerous to 2K and their long-term goals or something like that. As soon as that happened, my attitude was, fuck 2K, fuck Gearbox, fuck Randy Pitchford, and fuck Borderlands 3. I'm not buying that shit. I'm not supporting that kind of goddamn behavior. This is absolute bullshit. That should never happen. What if that was me? What if they sent private investigators to my house? First of all, I wouldn't let them in. I understand he was scared, and I can understand that. That's kind of a weird situation to find yourself on one random day because you found pictures online that was leaked by the company anyways. If they were so concerned, they wouldn't have done it that way. So I really don't go around supporting companies that do that kind of behavior. I think it just, anyways. And then I'm really afraid for Nintendo, because now Nintendo's got stuff like Dr. Mario out there. They're not doing it on their games. They're actually, I really support what they're doing on the Switch, and with actually having like DLC packs to add extra content and stuff like that, as opposed to drawing out games and drawing out a game through like fake XP or something like that, or through XP in the game, making it a lot longer to earn XP, but you can pay money to get more XP to get through the game faster. I'm glad they're not doing stuff like that yet, but when I see stuff like Dr. Mario World, um, and how they're going about, you could pay for more time to play the game after, you get so much after a day and then you have to pay for more. I like the model they had before with like Super Mario Run, where you just pay an upfront cost and you play the game. Apparently, there's something along with Mario Kart that some people are concerned with. It seems like their phone games, the idea was originally to give you a taste of what Nintendo games are like, and then be like, hey, if you like this, there's these games on our console. They're kind of moving away from that, maybe due to investor and pressure from investors or something like that. But at the end of the day, I'm not supporting that crap, and I'm not ever going to support that crap. If that becomes the norm, then I guess I'm a retro gamer. I mean, the closest thing we had before that was stuff like this, these amiibos. I mean, this is kind of like giving you an item that you don't necessarily need, but then you also get a really cool figure to put on your desk. So, I don't know. For me, the line is when I see it repeatedly over and over, and I just see really terrible, bad behavior from game companies and stuff, I just stop supporting you. I just drop any. There's so many games out there, not just from AAAs, but a lot of indie developers, and they're trying to play an honest game. And some people aren't. A lot of big companies really aren't trying to play an honest game anymore. And I think my money is going to go to the guys that are trying to play the honest game. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think about the whole Gearbox thing? What do you think about Activision like doing like weird stuff, like charging like $1 for a reticle on a gun, or Fallout 76 charging for med packs, effectively breaking the game in a way. All this stuff that's cropped up over the last couple of years, and some of these companies see that they get in trouble and then they pull back, but it seems like it's the same song and dance the last couple of years. They try something, people get outraged, they pull back. Then they try it again a couple of years later, people, they just do it much more quietly, people don't really notice, and then that gets instituted and everything else. I'm getting sick of it. I want video games to be video games, not coin boxes for these companies. So anyways, that's it. If you guys like this kind of stuff, be sure to like the video, downvote it if you don't like it, whatever, it's interaction either way. Subscribe if you haven't before, and ding the little bell down below. Be sure to follow me and stuff on Twitter, Instagram, all that. I usually post when videos go live. And man, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I hope it's at least decent, because I would like to get those videos of packs up as soon as I can. And if I can just do it from my phone, that would be awesome. At least get some stuff from my phone off there. I'm not going to do everything that way. Later, guys.